Hey everybody, what's going on? This is SacredGuard and welcome back to Let's Play Monster Quest New Game Plus. Now, it is currently 1 a.m. at the time that I am recording this, so I can't be as loud or as energetic as I normally am. So for people who actually like that side of me, I'm sorry, but I can't risk waking up my family. But I'm going to try to see if I can get as normal commentary out as I possibly can in this way. But anyway, on the last episode, we had went to get Gnome, and after talking with everybody and explaining the situation to her, I had decided to go to sleep, and here we are right now, and I have no idea what's about to happen. So, let's just get right to it, shall we? Luca, can you hear me? What? Huh? A beautiful, familiar voice calls out to me from the darkness. How much do you remember? Remember? From before you were brought here. Brought here? What? Can you remember? No. I can't remember. This is the music that plays in Enrica when we meet Michaela. So, is it Michaela that's talking to us? When you fought with Ilias. Last thing I remember was going into heaven with Alice and battling with her. But the whole battle's hazy to me. I can only remember bits and pieces of it. You have to try and remember what happened that day. It's the only way you will understand what's really going on. Can't you just tell me? No, I can't. You have to figure it out yourself. It probably doesn't make any sense to you right now, but there's a good reason why. Then explain it. I can't yet. I simply can't. Well, I mean, you kinda can since, we're in the middle of a dream. It's not like you're gonna get caught. I'm sorry, Luca. You're just going to have to trust me. But there is no reversing what's been done to you. The only way to create the world you want now is to keep fighting. Do not let Ilias get the better of you. I know this is all starting to wear on you, but you have to remember that you had the world you wanted before. You truly did succeed. But in the end, it was all for nothing. Don't say that. Never say it was all for nothing. I could counter that because a lot of things that people do sometimes do turn out to be for nothing. But I like to be an optimist sometimes and try to think that it wasn't for nothing. It probably was, but I don't want to think that. I can't help but think it sometimes. You succeeded in your goal, and you proved that monsters, humans, and angels could live together peacefully. And you can do it again. I know it's hard, but you can't let this experience change your outlook on the world. Maintain your ideals and keep fighting for them. Just a little longer. I know you can do it. And Luca, I'm sorry that all of this happened to you. I made so many mistakes and did so many things that affected and shaped your life, caused you so much pain. I regret all of it. And nothing that I can do will ever make up for what you've been through. Okay, so thinking about this, logically, this sounds like this sounds like this could be his mother. Because we did get like a bit of a brief, a brief rundown on his mother's name and what she did. The main thing that she did was that she disobeyed Ilias and became a fallen angel and didn't return to heaven. And because she didn't return to heaven, Michaela was sent down to bring her back, but she refused. And eventually, after a while, she grew ill. I think sometime after having Luca with Marcellus. So that could be it. But I promise you that I will help you in any way I still can to end this madness so that at least you may finally live in peace. What? Who are you? Oh, I guess you're not gonna tell me. Because the music just ended. Okay. What the hell? Who was that? I couldn't tell. I caused you so much pain. I regret all of it. I'm so confused. Maybe it really was just a dream. You'd have to be pretty damn high or whatever to think that that was just some random dream, because that was incredibly specific. To have that kind of dream and you think that it was just a dream. But I doubt it. Yep. There we go. At least he doubted it. So now I have Gnome. Where should I go next? I'm actually going to go and get Undyne next, because that's the, chronological order. I can only imagine how that will turn out. Oh, and someone in the comments had told me that I probably missed it, but they told me that if I go get Undyne first, then go get Salamander, and then come back to the spring, something would happen. I don't know what, but it'll happen, and I'm actually going to try that off screen. So probably like in the next video or whatever, I will actually let you all know what happened, or I'll put it in as like a little ending bonus for the video. Anyway, let's go on ahead and head for Undyne Spring. Alright, off to the Noah region. Okay. After a few days, we reached the calm Noah region. For now, we're going to go to Undyne Spring. Just as its name implies, I'll find the water spirit Undyne there. It seems there are quite a few unique specialties to be found there. The Colosseum in the castle is quite famous too. Oh yeah, I actually remember the Colosseum when I first started playing Part 2. You have no idea how hyped up I was about the fact that, like, oh, I'll be going in, I get to fight some like gladiator monsters or whatever, only to be completely disappointed about what the Colosseum was really all about. And the one time that I actually did get a serious fight, it was in Part 3, and it went from a serious fight straight into the usual BS. Oh well. I can always dream. Colosseum? Almost suddenly butts in. Oh, right. I forgot I brought her with me. I'm like trying so hard. Like I want to look at the screen, but I can't because I'm looking at her. I want to go to the Colosseum. Let's go to the Colosseum, Luca. How about no? I can't right now. I have to get Undyne first, remember?
That's when things got out of control. He didn't want to. She had a headache. She said, let's go. He said, fuck you!
Don't you fucking give me that look, bitch. I said no, so we're not going. God. Almost silently glares at me. We'll come back to it eventually, you know? Jeez. I don't care much about the Colosseum, but the food stands in the seating area are supposed to be riveting. Yes, I know, you've mentioned it over and over already. I don't particularly care about these lunches she's talking about, but I still want to go to the Colosseum. Just not yet. Alice returns her gaze to her old travel book. In the far-off east from here, there's a village called Yamatai with a unique food culture. Sushi, tempura, sukiyaki, soba. That sounds awfully interesting. I'm surprised she's not upset about the fact that that's where Tenmamo is from, and there's likely going to be a lot of kitsunes. Spirits first. Priorities, Alice. Fuck your stomach. We need to get the spirits. Okay? Alice silently glares at me. We can go afterwards. With a satisfied laugh, Alice smiles. How can two of the strongest monsters in the world be so childish? Man, I don't know. Maybe because, like, their upbringing. Like, their upbringing, Alice especially. And Alma's just... Not seeing anything behind me, I turn back to the river to see monsters crawling out of it toward me. If I recall correctly, I think it was the frogs. So, done and done, as usual. You know, you would think that most monsters would just take the hint and leave me alone. But they won't, because of the kind of game this is. People, I've had some people in the New Game Plus get on me saying, like, oh, this isn't a story game. This is just a flat-out adult game. There's no story. The story's not important. Yes, it fucking is. Like, maybe that's how it initially started out, but the story got better, and honestly, it outweighs the erotic stuff, the loot stuff. So, yeah. It's 40% story, 40% music, and 20% lewdness. I even have a Heavenly Knight with me. Indeed. I'm surprised myself. How in the world do you expect humans and monsters to coexist when monsters keep trying to hug you left and right? If I did it once, I can do it again. That thought's the only thing keeping me sane right now. And at this rate, we'll get Undyne in a couple days. Good, then we can actually explore. Oh, this place is so pretty. You should see it from up in the air. Oh hey, a little harpy. Pay comes back down to where we are. Can't be bothered. How does a Lamia fly anyway? That's right, she told me that apparently she flew up to Ilias. I'm not even sure how she even got to heaven on her own. Flew to Ilias and punched her in the face. How the heck did she even fly in the first place? I mean, supposedly her mother has wings like on her hips. So I guess Alice does too, but I don't see any indication here that would say that she has wings. Oh, not unless like she's got markings on the side of her hips. So maybe that's where the wings come from. It's like magical. So rather than having them out all the time like her mother did, she like can bring them out at will. Okay. I still find it funny that she has to wear... she's wearing a skirt. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't, to be honest. But it only doesn't make sense if it's a complete Lamia and Alice is an amalgamation of like a crap ton of other monsters because of the first Monster Lord. Neither does a million-year-old angel falling in love with the descendant of a legendary hero and giving birth to a half-angel son who then traveled back in time and also had kids with me who can also travel to different dimensions. Life is full of mysteries, isn't it? Of course I can fly, idiot. It's trivial for someone with magic as powerful as mine. Okay, I get it. Hey, wait. It's trivial for someone with magic as powerful as hers. If Luca's more powerful than she is, and Luca has an angel wing, does that mean that he can fly? Oh, I wonder... Ecstasy, if you're watching this, like, you should actually exploit that if you can. Like, Luca should actually be able to fly. Like, screw getting Garuda, even though Garuda is cute. Screw getting the Garuda, let Luca fly wherever he wants. Okay, I get it. Seriously though, if humans and monsters get along here, maybe the harpies could migrate here instead. I'm not sure about that. You seem to be doing okay in the Ilias continent after the situation with the villagers was cleared up. I do remember seeing harpies in Grand Noah, the city, though. Really? Cool. Were there harpies in the city? Pay giggles in excitement. Suddenly, we run into a monster blocking the road. Which one was this again? Alright, the Oleron. Let me just... Right in the stomach. What an annoyance. You said it. The monster dealt with, we continue toward Undyne Spring. We're almost at Undyne Spring. Tomorrow I'll go to the spring and ask for her power. Okay. Oh, I guess I can't talk to the harpy right now. You're getting Undyne next? That's a terrible choice. Well, it was chronological order. Why? What's wrong with Undyne? Nothing's wrong with her, but you can already use her power. Wouldn't Salamander be a better choice? I don't know. Serene Mind is more powerful when I have Undyne helping me. It doesn't really matter as much this time since I'm getting all of their powers first, anyway. I suppose so. Alice lets out a deep sigh. Just imagine if Luca could be able to, like, utilize... Like, okay, we've got Fallen Angel Dance, so more or less he's kind of using Sylph's power in a way. And we've got the Serene Mind. Imagine if Luca could be able to use Breath of the Earth without Gnome's help, or the Infernal Sword or whatever, like Blazing Fire, Blazing Spirit, without Salamander's help. I could be able to use all the Spirit's powers without actually getting the Spirits. But then, like, I wouldn't be able to have all the fun. I wouldn't be able to see Sylph and Gnome's faces no more. Yeah, that's a bad. Okay. But still, though, if Luca could be able to, like, restore some of his, not even all of his SP, but some of his SP by using a power similar to Salamander's, that'd be very interesting. But this place could be trouble for you. The slime girls there are very reclusive and may be hostile to humans. I don't think you'll be able to solve this one peacefully. Thinking about it makes me a little nervous. I don't want to have to hurt them. But I need Undyne, and I can't allow them to keep harming innocent people. I know what will probably happen. But I have no choice. Just try to go easy on them. Most of the slimes in there probably haven't even seen a human before. All they know is probably from Undyne and Arabetti's influence. So they're being manipulated? If you know they're being misled, why didn't you ever talk to Arabetti? Are they being misled? There's no denying that humans drove them here where they may never be able to leave. Is their anger not justified? Well, no, that's not what I meant. I actually have to wonder, is it possible that Alice could be, like, I know, like, Alice doesn't really interfere with affairs regarding, like, other monsters since they have, like, their own queens and whatnot. But I have to wonder, is Alice intimidated by Arabetti? Because I would not be surprised if the one monster that Alice is actually a little afraid of is Arabetti. Especially considering the fact that Arabetti can literally turn herself into a bomb and wipe out an entire continent. Like, oh man. Friggin' Look at her entire her entourage of knights. You got a dragon that can be sexy if she actually tried. You got a fox that can that can literally turn into an adult or stay a lolly whenever she so desires to suit your interests. You have a slut, and you have a living bomb. That's quite the combination of characters. Humans certainly take part of the blame in this conflict, but... You idiot. What would you do if you had been trapped in such a place all your life because of another species? Well, I would try to reason with them. No, you wouldn't. Not if you had been taught to be so tolerant. Your mother was the same way as you are now, was she not? Well, yeah. But I was by myself for a long time too. And everyone in my village was still prejudiced against monsters. But did the monsters ever truly oppress you? Did they ever really infringe on your way of life at the village? Well, have they? I don't know. One would attack sometimes, but it was a rare occurrence. And the temple guards would always take care of them before they could cause trouble. I guess you're right. Exactly. Who am I to take control of a conflict that I myself don't understand? Yes, I would prefer if the humans were left alone, but not at the expense of my own subordinates. Well, the humans that they're killing are people too. They deserve to live peacefully just as much as the slimes do. I can't help but lash out at Alice a bit. She makes it sound like coexistence is only okay as long as her side keeps superiority. I know that, you moron. My point is, there is no easy answer or solution to this problem. And I didn't feel right interfering. Well, I can't do that. I have to do something, at least get Undyne. That's a start, at least. All I can do is stop the atrocities in front of me. That's the belief I've been running on all this time. But is that enough? It's never enough. Nevi stands in the middle of a patch of grass, focusing hard on something. Oh! All of a sudden she splits into three. Is there anything different? The only one that's different is the one that doesn't have a mouth. So far she's actually being able to get perfect duplicates. The only reason why she messed up last time was because of the fact that she was being smug about her technique when I first met her. Still trying to perfect those illusions? One of the Nevis jumps, startled by my voice. Don't sneak up on me like that. I'm trying to focus. Sorry, just got curious is all. A little mesmerized. Why are you practicing that technique though? Are you going to ambush someone with it? We're close to my village. I left with 10 memo to hone my skills. I have to have something to show for you, right? Besides, I want to use these on the man I like someday. Well then, I hope he's up for it. Huh? She gives me a confused look, as if wondering how a man could resist. I mean, I don't really think any man could resist, even if it's just the one kitsune, having 3 of the same kitsune jump all over him. That'd be... ooh boy. Does she think all men are insatiable perverts? Oh, if only she knew the vast majority of the men that I met. That's not fair. Some just want normal, affectionate sex. Right? Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, I do. I mean, I don't mind the regular kink here and there, but yeah. Let's get it over with. Why do you like the Coliseum so much anyway? What's not to like? It's like a fun competition. All the grabbing, body parts rubbing and colliding. Doesn't that sound like fun to you? No, I would prefer swords clashing, sweat dropping, and somebody on the floor almost like they've already been decapitated. How did the Coliseum turn out like that anyway? I wonder if Alma had something to do with it. I feel like she probably did. I feel like she did. Because let's be perfectly honest, I think the only ones that actually tried to fight seriously before Alma showed up and became champion were the Dullahan and Cerberus, because they actually seemed like they wanted to have like a proper fight. And then she came around. I mean, they probably like, you know, their monster instincts and whatnot, but yeah. When I first went to the Coliseum, I was hoping I would actually get to test my fighting skills. But instead it was just more hugs. Huh? What's wrong with hugs? And people wonder why I hate this character so much. I hate every aspect of this character. I don't even care if someone thinks that she looks beautiful or whatever. I've seen better. I've read about better. She is an incredibly shitty character. And I regret every single second of the fact that I chose to bring her with me. So, yeah. She is 100% a pure basic slut. And I really, really hate it. Alma raises an eyebrow, sounding almost insulted. It gets old, Alma. It really does. Yeah, it does. Come on now, Luca. Which would you prefer? A sexy monster trying to hug you, or a sexy monster trying to beat you up and kill you? Honestly, I would rather have the second option. I would honestly have the second option. Because then, if you beat her, then one of two things can end up happening. Either, if this is like to appeal to some of the other guys, you can either have your way with her, because she's been beaten, she's probably weakened, I don't know, or you can be a good sport about it and either let her go, or if possible, try to see if you can get like some kind of companionship. I was like, hey, you were pretty good. Like, oh, maybe she's using like techniques that you didn't even know. I was like, hey, do you think you could be able to teach me something like that? Like, try to form a friendship, you know? Form a friendship which could potentially grow into an actual relationship, and then bang. She does have a point. No. What? No. Why? No. Being able to match Granberria was nice, but getting cut up by her, not so much. Wait, is this referencing like the fact that she fucking killed me because I edged? I mean, I'll be perfectly honest, like getting cut up by Granberria is a goddamn blessing. I guess you're right. Neither option is really pleasant. Cause like if is Granberria, like she fights you, is willing to fight you seriously, even almost fight you to the death, then that just goes to show that you're incredibly strong. You're worth taking seriously, even if you get a little cut up in the process. Still, the Colosseum was meant for battling. I can only sigh as I think about it. Is it really better that way, though? Hey, it's what the people want. And I'm nothing if not a crowd pleaser. I can't help but feel sorry for the Noah Queen. Okay? What are you even... What? What's she doing? Sylph is sitting on a water bucket, repeatedly dunking her head. She's been at it for about 10 minutes. I don't understand. I'm training. Dini will not drown me. No siree. Instead of preparing for Undyne's abuse, you could just talk to her. And there's no talking to that. There's no talking to that one. People are more understanding than you think. Undyne too. But Dini's so cold sometimes. Oh, the puns. The wind told me she put me in a bubble in your memories. So to get revenge, I'm going to defeat her and become the best spirit. I shall take back the ancient title and reclaim the honor of my ancestors. You have ancestors? Does she? Well, no. I just thought it sounded neat. Anyway, that's what you do, isn't it, Luca? You run in and go swoosh, bam, pow, and then everyone listens to you. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Maybe I can do that with Dini. Well, it's true that I have to fight way more often than I should. That's not what I want. Coexistence shouldn't be forced. Peaceful agreements create much less resentment. I'm not really the best example anyway. The sword is only for backup. People only listen to me because they think my ideas could work. If they didn't, no amount of day stars would change that. So, what's the sword for then? I literally just said it was for backup. It's for nasty monsters that would never listen to me. There are also some out there that prefer their ideals but can accept mine. Erebeti, for example. But then, there are some like you that want to test me. Finally, self-defense. Some don't care and just want to rob or hug or eat me. But for you, talking should be enough. Really? Lots of people get angry when I talk. It's like they don't even want to hear about my favorite picnic spots. I actually would not mind hearing that. I would actually love to hear that. What if Dini makes my mouth all sudsy again? For ancient elements of nature, they sure do act immature sometimes. Just try not to annoy her and you should be fine. Well, okay. I'll try. At least she says she'll try. That's good. Okay. Gnome next. Huh? What's that? Gnome's doing something in the dirt. It looks like she's making clay from the water that's near here and making stuff with it. That's pretty neat. But why are you working with clay? Well, clay is earth, so it's only natural that she messes around with something earth-related. Gnome just looks at me and gives a non-committal shrug before going back to work. Guess she's just bored. Oh well. There's not much that we can really get out of her. Okay. Time to get some sleep. Settling back into my sleeping bag for the night, I slowly drifted off to sleep. Tomorrow, I'll go into Undyne Spring. Okay. After some time, we arrive at Undyne Spring. So I wouldn't call it a spring, more like a lake. Okay. And well, I'm actually going to stop right there. There wasn't really much that happened, like nothing completely major, so it was mostly just exposition, but that's not so bad. So go ahead and save. And when we pick up, we'll actually head inside the spring and see if we can get Undyne on our side. In the meantime, I'm going to go off screen and see what the commenter was talking about, going to Undyne, get Salamander, and then go back. So, till then, like I said, when we come back, we'll come straight back into the spring. See you guys then.